We're back here, finally, after my computer screws up for a week. Sorry about the impromptu Christmas vacation, pre-Christmas vacation. There's been an update come out while I was gone, and I'm going to go over those. There's also an update for immersive engineering. Just going to show some of the kind of highlighted stuff, like they fix the pipes so they don't connect to the silos everywhere. They only connect down there. They're supposed to work a little bit better. I'm going to look and see if they still connect up down here. Looks like there's a little bit of a visual type glitch thing on it. Looks like they're not connecting here anymore like they were, so that's cool. It's about all I know of. Oh, and the item filter. Come over here and look at that. And assembler has some changes. I was hoping this was the one that added the nuclear reactor, but it's not. Now there's a filter for ore dictionary, NBT, and fuzzy for each slot. And we got somebody hanging out over here we're gonna have to deal with. Get away from my new back door. I made this door so I could get in and out of here over to the new factory a little quicker for moving stuff. I'm bringing in here and show you kind of what I'm thinking of right now. This is my little pod I'm setting up for my ore washing. It's got 4 ore washers on it. There'll be water coming in there and there, power here and here. This will be the input, this will be the output. And there's a cover to keep them from separating there. This will be where my power comes in. And this is basically where the cable is going to be. This is the EV cable. And then my transformer. Then this will be HV line will be here. This is my HV blast furnace. This would be the cracking unit. And what was this one? I don't remember this one. But these are my multi-blocks. This would be the vacuum freezer and the MV blast furnace on my MV line. And then this would be the low voltage line. This would be the multi-smelter. And the implosion compressor. I haven't quite decided if this is how I'm going to set it up or not, but it's what I'm currently thinking. And then I'll have this side over here will be for like when I get my big reactor. I might put it over here because I don't think it'll blow up the fusion reactor. And I got all my ingots that I'll put here. This is platinum, gold, silver, which is too blue if you ask me. Copper for some reason has no color. Tin and lead that I've gotten moved over here. And then I still need somewhere to put all my ores at. And I haven't got my thing set up there, but let's go ahead and look at these updates for Gregtech. First one is Fix cables acting strange when missing RF API. I have CoFH in here, so I have the RF API. I'm not sure what was acting different, so I can't really tell you. I didn't see anything in the forums that had talked about it. Fix the platinum group processing, so now this thing will not eat 5 cells. It only takes 1, so it's not eating 4 cells at a time. So I can now get my cells back and turn this bad boy back on. I've been waiting to run that stuff until I got that fixed. And where are all of my cells? I'll figure out where I put them. For now, we can throw them in there. Let's see. Next is cleanup for the crop class. Not sure what he changed there. Again, that's not something I seen talked about on the forums, so might just be some internal stuff that changed. I do know that IC2 updated recently, which I've updated to, and it now reads the route length 3 or 4 blocks down like it was supposed to add nutrients to your crops. That might have something to do with it. Crop stats have changed. We haven't gotten into crops here, so not real sure. Have to look at those when I get on the server and see if I can see any changes in those. Graphene recipe is more efficient now, so I'll have to look that up. There's the graphite, graphene dust, and let's see if I can remember how we made this stuff here. I'll look at a pulverizer. Assembler, graphite, and silicon foil makes a small pile of graphene dust with glue. So that's how you make it. So it gives graphite a good use. And that is mainly used for these IV wires right here, which there is no coated wire. Like the 8X that we use is 8 amps, 2 EU, voltage loss per meter. Like I said, there's no coating. It's just a regular wire, and it's not used in any other recipes that I know of. I'm not sure what the change was. I think it might have used like silicone dust or silicon ingot instead of silicone fiber or foil. I'm not sure. Screwdriver thing that I never did quite figure out what it was supposed to do. Plus shift click going over 0 is fixed. Screwdriver shift click for covers. So that's what I was trying to do before. So let's see if it actually works now. And it's still, I don't see where it's doing anything when you shift click a cover. So I'm still not quite sure what the shift clicking is supposed to do. If anybody figures that out, let me know. That's another one that I haven't seen on the forums to know exactly what it was the issue was supposed to be that got fixed, or whatever it is supposed to actually do. I need to make me some sandwiches, it looks like. Actually, you know, I think I went over and got some more food, so I may not have to make me some sandwiches. Yeah, I got a little bit. Pot roast, apple pie. Go vegetable soup next. Let's see. Fix the ore achievements not respecting changed world gen configs. That would be these here. I'm guessing that if you changed what the height was, that it would tell. Like, I want to look at iridium. See, that says that it can be found overworld and end, but I do believe mine is not found in the overworld. It can only be found on like Mars or the moon or the end, so I'm not real sure about that one. Heck is that thing? Oh, that's the cardiac. Okay. Iridium reinforced recycles incomplete. So let's look that up here. That would be, where is the iridium reinforced blocks? I don't see them. I just looked them up last time. I know they're here. That's a block of... I don't remember how it was made. Did it need frames? Yeah, let's look up reinforced instead. Bronze plate reinforced. Iridium. Okay, there we go. Iridium plate and a tungsten steel reinforced block will make that. And then if you smelt it, you get 1 iridium. If you macerate it, you get 2 tungsten steel. If you plasma arc furnace it, you get 2 tungsten steel and 1 iridium. Or arc furnace, you get 2 to 1. Now, this is, wait a minute. This is the tungsten steel reinforced block, which is that, which is 4 ingots. So yeah, that's exactly right now. So yep, that one is definitely fixed. Because I think I noticed that in the last one. That now the one thing it doesn't do is it doesn't give you the concrete back. Not that that's a big deal, because concrete is pretty easy to make. It's just where's the regular concrete And it's clay and stone dust and water. Makes concrete, really, really cheap. Which is something I ought to check out while I'm here. I do believe that where is that multi-blocks? Turn that stupid thing off. The concrete for IE, I do believe got changed as well. I just gotta find the right daggone concrete here. There it is. So 2 clay, 2 gravel, 4 sand, and a water bucket. Or if you use slag, you get 12 instead of 8. I was hoping there would be or no, I wasn't hoping. I'm thinking about making one of these that adds stone dust for slag, mind tweaking one in. That way, if I want to use this concrete instead of this concrete, because I do think this one is a better color. I don't like this light concrete texture that Greg has. And it does look like you can chisel those with the chisel concrete, which I don't really like. This recipe, as far as I'm concerned, needs to go away. I'm probably going to mind tweak that recipe out of my pack, because we have 2 other ways of making it that actually take more than just throwing gravel in and cooking it. If that's, the only way you have of making concrete, that's all well and good, but we have 2 different ways of making it, so there really shouldn't be the easy way of making it, Let's see what else we have here. Fix single-use batteries, stacking. I've never used single-use batteries. That's these really easy to make. Right here, which is just coal dust, redstone, and a copper cable. I'll give you 5 of them. I've never made one of those. But supposedly he's made it easier to use them. So I'm guessing, like, if you want to use netherrack and get your coal from it, you can make them that way. And then there's so much redstone in the world, it's ridiculous. Let's see. Solar coal boilers were nerfed. There was a bit of a discussion about that on the forums. Supposedly now these will calcify after like 12 hours of being run, and you have to wrench them and pick them back up to get rid of the calcification in it. Same with the small boilers. This is another one of those changes that are in there that I don't agree with, which is him just looking at how people play and wanting to get people to use better power generation, like oil and things like that, rather than just spamming down a bunch of boilers. And I completely agree with the fact that people shouldn't just stick with making huge farms for wood and making tree farms that create your charcoal and just feeding your whole plant, your whole shop off of single block boilers, and making, you know, hundreds of those solar boilers and just putting them all over. I definitely agree with that. If you're going to run solar, you should run regular solar panels, not the solar boilers. Boilers should get you up until like medium voltage. Once you get into high voltage, then you should start, you know, going with diesel generators. Make a big, large boiler, which I'm going to be making as soon as I get my powerhouse, and then going to solar panels and things like that, which I'll be getting into soon enough. But putting nerfs into that make you interact with the block, pick it up, put it back down, that kind of stuff I don't really agree with, but he's the one doing the mod, so there ain't a whole lot that I can really, you know, do about him doing it. You know, it doesn't affect me because I don't use them like that, but the way I look at it is, if we all want to be, you know, inefficient or whatever and do it that way, we should have the ability, if that's what we choose to do. Alright, off my soapbox, back to the changelog here. Added underground biome stone processing. I don't have underground biomes, so I'm not sure. I think that's for like marble and things like that. Biomass now needs water. Biogas a bit less efficient in distillation tower. So let's look up the biomass. This would be the IC2 biomass. This is the way the recipe is in the canning machine. And alright, why is it not showing it in here? It should show it in here. That's uses for it. I want to create it. There it is in the Pyro 7. Biochaff and water will make the biomass. Before, it didn't need the water. So that's a good change, because that did need to be in there, because it made this a lot easier to be made. You didn't have to have water in it. So it's good that he got that changed. I still wish there was a way to make this in a machine for Gregtech. This is the only thing from forestry that you really can't do with a Gregtech machine. The main issue for this is the fact that it needs a fluid input and 2 solid inputs, and then a fluid output. I'm not sure what machine would be able to do that. You know, the fermenter or distilleries don't have those. I don't have a fermenter because I don't use it, but I think it only has 1 solid input. Let's see, what else do we got? Pump and conveyor covers only use energy when transferring. So that would be, you know, these here. The reason why I always put them on pipes rather than put them right on the block is because if you put them right on the block, up until now, they would suck power the whole time. Now they will only suck power when they're actually transferring something through them, so that's better. If you want a real compact design, you can put them right on the machine and they will work right as a cover on that block. If you want to save power, you can still do it the way I do it with the pipes, and then it doesn't take any power. I do think if they consume power, they should work a little bit better, a little bit faster, if you put it right on the machine and it's going to take power. Or instead of having to upgrade this to an MV one, I could just, run power to it and it would work a little bit better, kind of like overclocking it. But I haven't talked to Bloody about that. Because there's a lot of times where I don't really need an MV one, but an LV doesn't quite go fast enough. And now I got to get the changelog scrolled down here a bit. Fix B recipe, nerf change crop processing. So did it change these at all? Let's see. Those can be centrifuged now. I didn't think you could do that before because I thought they had to be done in here. That looks the same to me. You can now centrifuge them for a tiny power, but it's a 60% chance. Okay, so that's the change you did for that. Or you can still do the chemical bath 9 and a crushed of either tin or cassiterite, and you get 4 purified tin and molten iron, 1 ingot of worth of iron. Or if you use cassiterite, you get 1 ingot of tin, which is the way I will be doing them, rather than doing them this way or this way. Alright, so the crops, let's see which ones actually needed to be done. There's a titanium plant I know that I got. I cannot remember the name of it. This right here, titania leaf. It's still got the autoclave, chemical reactor. You put it with crushed bauxite, get 4 purified bauxite. Put it with crushed titanium ore, which we don't have a crushed titanium ore. Crushed, I cannot pronounce that, ilmenite. You get 4 of them and molten iron. And then that's the bauxite again. So I think that might have changed. I don't remember if there was a bauxite in there before. Let's see if the tin leaf one changed. It's one that you could always just extract because it was an old plant. That's platinum. And it's done with Vesnatite or Sheldonite, platinum or neodymium. And let's see, tin. And be macerated for wood pulp, which is a waste. It can be extracted, which is what it's always been, compressed into a plant ball. Sawmill. So there is the autoclave, but there it is. There is a chemical reactor one. This one I don't think existed before. So it's basically the same as what the tin bees are. I don't think you guys can hear this, but good God, I can. And turn these weather sounds down a little bit. Freaking thunder and lightning outside. Bad. Let's see. Fix the end asteroid spawning red granite ore. Axel actually had asked about the end asteroids not spawning. Supposedly there isn't a problem with them spawning. They can just spawn really far away, so you really have to search for them. But they do supposedly spawn. I guess they're not spawning like what they used to in Gregtech 3 and 4. Let's see. Nuclear control sensor stack should not stack. Nuclear control teleporter support. I haven't even messed with these yet. That's a Gregtech teleporter. Good God, those are expensive. This is the regular IC2 teleporter. Transdimensional item teleporter from IHL. I don't even see the teleporter for nuclear control, and I have nuclear control, so no idea about that one. Let's see. Fixed dimensional teleporter works only with egg and plasma. I'm not real sure what that's talking about, because I don't know of a dimensional teleporter for, unless that's again another nuclear control thing that isn't showing up for some reason. Let's see. Monitor information panel. Trigger. Extender. Lamps. Network card. Thermometer. There's the sensor cards. Text cards. Location cards. So, I'm not real sure about the teleporter problem. The seismic prospector now ignores small ores. That's another thing I haven't made yet, but I want to actually look at it because there's been a lot of people that's had issues with it. So I want to play around with it a little bit. Uses a steel hull, 2 basic circuits, 3 LV sensors, and double steel plates. These are pretty easy to make. I just got to get the quartzite to do it. You place it and activate it with TNT. That's the one thing that I haven't, one reason why I haven't made it yet. I need to talk to Axel about how he was activating it, because I don't know if you click it with the TNT. I know, if I remember correctly from what I had heard him talking about, you needed like half a stack or a stack of TNT to do it. And I don't have very much TNT right now. I've turned it all into industrial TNT for my compressor down here, because I want to get started on my Galacticrack Galacticraft stuff. So I need to talk to him about exactly how it was done, because as y'all might know, I don't do creative stuff, and I don't want to blow the damn thing up. And I don't do creative testing. I either find out from somebody else or I figure it out myself. And a lot of times figuring it out myself means I blow shit up. But that is what has been updated in IC2 or in Gregtech. And the little bit that I know of that's been updated in immersive engineering. I think that's about all the updates that I've done here in the last little bit. These videos might be slowing down a little bit as I get my factory put together over there and get the powerhouse built. There's been a lot of questions coming in about Gregtech 6 now that we have some of the basic machines. So I want to do some testing and tutorials for Gregtech 6, and I don't like putting out 2 Gregtech videos on the same day. So you might get a Gregtech 5 every other day or every couple days. There might be some Gregtech 6 coming in more often. I still need to get the Gregtech 6 update done that I've been needing to get done. Really slow on getting that done, unfortunately. But having to deal with Axel having his surgery and not being able to update the server kind of backed us up. I think it's updated. I'm probably going to go and check on doing that update now. So you might actually get both of these update videos today. They're probably not going to come out back to back, but you might get one now, and the Gregtech 6 might come out this afternoon. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Everything should be back on track where we'll be putting out videos every day. With Christmas being here, Junior's getting a major update to his computer that'll get him up to and maybe even a little bit beyond what my computer is. So if I have any more issues with my computer, I'll then be able to record with his computer. So we shouldn't have this problem anymore once we get all of his new stuff in and put into his computer. I'm probably going to do a little bit of live streaming this week, setting up some of that stuff, and then I'll do a video actually showing what I did. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to live stream it or not, because a lot of it is just, thinking of where I'm going to put this, where I'm going to put that. Take you over here and show you for anybody that still going to be watching. I need to get some lights over here. This is a very dangerous place to come to when it's dark, because a lot of creepers like to hang out over there. Like this thing here, I'm only building it here to show you guys and to get the design figured out exactly how I want to do it. It's going to end up being kind of hidden back here somewhere, or I might put it kind of up there in the rafters a little bit. I'm not quite sure yet exactly. I also have to figure out how I'm going to do the 2 chemical baths, the one for sulfur, the sulfide and the mercury, because those are going to be damn, bad luck. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh, this is bad. Get inside. I got hit with a freaking light reactor, or radioactive. It's when you get that hunger like that. Oh, I hate those Gregtech arrows. Such a pain. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing that IE added. There's a dropper conveyor now, supposedly, so you can put your chest underneath the conveyor and it'll drop it into it instead of it having to be at the end. So I'll have to check those out in one of my next few videos. But anyways, that's the end of it. I will talk to you guys later and try to get this factory built in the next few videos and then get the powerhouse done. Take it easy.